Hello, my beautiful Cancerians. I hope you are all doing very well and having a fantastic day. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, I do quite a bit of intuitive reading, and then I use the tarot and the oracle cards to get into the details of your romantic love situation. This could apply to financial, career, or a family member, but take it how it resonates to you, of course. So with that, I will get started on your intuitive reading. In Cancer, what I was picking up for you today was a very strong message of breaking old patterns. For those of you who have struggled with certain addictions, whether that's substance addictions, alcohol, food addictions, I think that those challenges and temptations are rearing their ugly head, if you will, at this point in your life. And I'm getting an energy specifically of frustration and impatience right now. I think a lot of you are impatient with the stagnancy that's happening in your lives that we're all going through right now to some degree. And I think you want things to move forward. You're done with waiting. You're done with being patient. You want to see something move. And because it's not maybe moving at the speed that you want it to, I think you're turning back to things that you even to some degree know are not the best for you, but those coping mechanisms are coming back and they're tempting you for a reason right now. I think Spirit is putting that back into your reality to see if you've learned your lesson, if you're going to apply the strength to say no to these things. And Cancer, know that all of us go back to things that we know are not always healthy for us. It's impossible to put the pressure on us that we're always going to say no to those things. So I think you're at the tipping point that these things haven't necessarily come in and gone back to the way that they were, but you're almost flirting with the idea of going back to some of these temptations, some of these vices that you know you have to cope and deal with the emotions that you're feeling and the frustration that I'm somewhat getting right now. So, whether it's something as small as bread or, something as big as an actual addiction, just know that Spirit is here for you. Spirit is with you and is making you stronger. They're surrounding you. So really call on your guides in your moment of weakness to help pull you through any temptation you might be feeling, any of that frustration energy that you're going through right now. Another thing, Cancer, that I'm picking up on is that you are in a state of transition, and this is a slow transition at that. Nothing is happening immediately. Like I said before, you're waiting on your ships to come in right now. Something is changing. Things are changing, but they are changing quite slowly at this point for you. So the energy I'm getting from the past was somewhat of a difficult energy for you. And I think that's why you're teetering on this point of returning to these vices and temptations or moving forward in a clearer energy. So a couple things to know. The past energy, as difficult as it was, I feel that chapter is closing for you. And I think that you're walking away not looking back or holding on almost at all. I really feel a freeness in your energy from the past energy. Now looking forward to the future energy and what's coming in for you, while it might be something that at first glance you could go back to your old patterns and old ways with, Spirit and your ancestors, your guides are coming through right now saying, let's do this differently. Let's apply a new approach. Let's have new habits built in. And let's see what happens, but don't revert to the past. The past in terms of past situations that were toxic, as well as habits, behaviors, and things that you did that you also know are toxic. So like I said, I'm not coming down on you. I know a lot of tarot readers, will say things like addiction is affecting your romantic relationships. It's easier said than done to break some of these cycles. and to even see it in ourselves sometimes. But I think for you right now, that clarity is coming through. You are able to see things from a new perspective, but really apply that new perspective. That's what I'm getting for you. So let's start with an oracle card here and get into your tarot. I apologize if there's any construction in the background. All right. Great. Okay, so we have the fates. So your ancestors, spirit guides, Cancer, is very strong around you right now. These ancestors, these guides, they are pushing through to you at this time, and I think a lot of you can actually feel it, just like the woman in this fates card. You can actually feel their embrace. I also think the number 7 is important for you right now. That's coming in quite a bit, as well as the color gray, whether you're wearing gray or you wear gray quite a bit at this point in time. Gray is coming through, the number 7. Please leave a comment below if those things are resonating for you. And if so, then this message is definitely for you. So your spirit guides, your ancestors, they're surrounding you right now. You can almost feel their presence. While in the past, maybe you felt a little bit abandoned, you felt a little bit on your own. I think now you're even starting to sense it. You're feeling that embrace. You're feeling that comfort that comes from having your guides so close to you at this point in time. So let's get into your tarot to find out what's going on in terms of your relationships and any information that you might need. Again, this is going into the month of September 2020. However, please take it as it applies to you, because energy is fluid and this message is for you when you find it. Okay. All right. Okay, so in the recent past, Cancer, what I'm getting for you is there was a situation that was moving quite slow, which explains that energy I was picking up on intuitively. Someone or something, whether this is a romantic relationship or a job situation or both, we're moving incredibly slowly and we're keeping you stuck. And what I'm actually seeing here with this Hangman energy, the energy I'm picking up on is I'm actually getting a bad energy for whatever the situation was, whether it's a person or job, as I mentioned. I'm not getting good intentions. I'm feeling someone that might have even put on a certain mask to make you think that they were on your side or closer to you or wanting certain things that might not have been the case. If you can see in this card, these red eyes, they're really striking out at me, which normally I don't get from this card, but I'm getting some really bad intentions here. And I'm getting someone, or again, this could be a job that was almost false promising you things, false promising you whether it's money, a stable long-term relationship. Know that, Cancer, they were putting that out to you. They were giving you that impression. So it's not your fault that you believed them. That's what I'm getting. Don't beat yourself up or look too closely or feel so confused about why that happened the way it did, because that person or that situation, they really did make you believe that you were going to get something, you know, some stability of some kind out of the situation that I don't think they had an intention of giving you. I see malintent here. I see purposely stagnating you, holding you, binding you to keep you exactly where you were. But this either person or situation had no intention of moving, had no intention of making something happen with you. So now in the current situation, I'm seeing a little bit more action. I'm seeing the Ace of Wands here and the Father of Wands in your current situation. So what I'm seeing for you, Cancer, is a very aggressive new start. But it almost is too aggressive to a degree. And it's a very passionate energy coming in. It's a very excited, let's move, let's make something happen right now kind of energy. And coming from such stagnancy is such a flip. It's such a flip in your energy. And that too might be why you're thinking of going back to these old vices, to almost give you a little bit of comfort and to kind of pause what's all happening in your reality right now. So this new energy coming in for you is very passionate and is very eager to make things happen. And I'm getting that this is a new energy, whether this is a new career opportunity, and this could be in your near future or right now. You might have already had this new start. Whatever the case, this energy, this new energy coming in, if this is a person, I'm getting a very let's get to the end right now. Let's jump to the end. Let's make this happen. And it's almost like lightning striking, this person coming in. So if this was a first date that you in the recent past or in the near future are going on, it's almost like a love at first sight situation. It's very passionate. It's very exciting. And I think this is such a break, as you can even see in the cards, from the gray that you were experiencing in the back here. So I do think it's a lot for you right now, Cancer, because you're getting something, but it's from another entity. It's not from what you were looking at in the past and to a degree comfortable with in the past. So definitely take your time. Slow down as needed. Don't feel like you need to rush to the end or you're going to lose something. Let things bloom, let things grow on their own, because they'll be more beautiful as you do. Now, coming up into the near future here, I'm getting a little bit of a stuck energy. I think, Cancer, for this new situation that's coming through, this person wants passion, this person wants action, but for you, you were really looking in the past to build solid stability. That was your number one criteria, and you shouldn't lose sight of that. Now, one thing I'm seeing here is whether it's you or the person you're dealing with, I'm actually seeing this a little bit more of the person you're dealing with. I feel like they're holding back. I feel like you do have your guard up, and you will have your guard up because you're still adjusting to this new pace and this new energy that's coming in, and that's fair. And you really want to see like who you're dealing with is going to give you, something in return, that it's going to go somewhere. I think you still want that stability overall, regardless of how fast that energy comes in. But the person I'm seeing coming in for you in the near future, this new energy, I think they're going to suppress a lot of the emotions that they have for you. They're really not going to be communicating all of the emotions that they're feeling for you. But what I can say, Cancer, is that this person has real strong emotion for you. And I think that you can let some of your anxiety go. You can let some of your guard go to the point that you're comfortable with, because this person is coming through as a King of Cups or Father of Cups in this deck. So this person has a well of emotion for you. However, they're not speaking about it. And I think that's actually causing you, or will soon cause you, to put up your defenses, because you've been manipulated in the past. That's very clear to me that in the past you were dealing with someone or something that lied straight to your face, I'll be honest, and that was portraying themselves in a way that was false. Now, this new person, they're to a degree struggling with that balance of that give and take. As you can see here, they have the Father of Wands and the Father of Cups. So they're coming from a very masculine, one-sided energy. And I think you are afraid of history repeating itself. And to a degree, you should be, because that's how we prevent situations from recycling in our lives, is that we learn our lesson and we change things and we have new lessons come in. So this person, this new energy coming for you, they're sure about you. They want all of it with you. but they're still needing to balance out themselves. They're coming from a very masculine energy, and you're coming from, you know, restarting in a lot of ways. This is a fresh new start for you. It's almost like they're a little bit further ahead at this point than you are, and you're catching up, but you're also trying to be careful. So I think you're going to be a little bit gun shy, like the first glimmer of something that you're not totally comfortable with or you're not totally trusting, you're going to throw your wall back up. And, you know, you don't have to be, you know, just like this person, you don't have to live in those extremes. And I think Spirit really wants you to balance yourself out, to give yourself more self-care at this time, to really focus in detail on the habits that you have, especially the bad habits, and to really make sure that you're not falling into old patterns and anxiety because of the stress of this situation. I mean, this new energy is coming in and coming in strong, you know, and I'm happy for you for that. You can trust this energy much more than you can of this last person, but take your time so that you're not pushing yourself and then creating that wall because you're feeling anxious or you're in your head about it. Know that Spirit's around you. They're guiding you. They want you to feel safe. They want you to feel comfortable. And you absolutely should. Just take your time with yourself and let things grow at a natural pace, focusing on self-care first and foremost. So let's get a couple cards for your future outcome. Okay. All right, Cancer. So for what I'm seeing here in your future outcome, there's going to be a lot of fast-moving energy, and I think you're going to have a decision to make. And what I think you need right now, what Spirit's coming through here very strong, is, again, that self-care. To take some time out for yourself, to heal these wounds and these betrayals from the past. Don't rush yourself and really take care of you, whether that's a bath, an early bedtime, you know, working out, something that makes you feel safe, comforted, confident, and take the time that you need to do that. Don't rush yourself into any decisions right now. Spirit just really is enforcing self-care, especially going into September. Focusing on your habits, your health, and you, and then let the universe, let fate come in and show you the right path to keep following. Okay, Cancer, that's what I have for you. Take care of yourself, go easy on yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.